supremacist Instagrammer.
Look at how easy that was. Picking cotton did not build America, and if we knew how annoying you guys were gonna be, we would have just used Irish slaves.
I was debating making this video because on one hand I was like, should I really give these people my attention? But on the other hand, I think it's important that we shine a spotlight on this type of ideology. One of the main reasons the mustache man back in Germany was so successful was because people caught on when it was too late. Now these dudes are nowhere near what mustache man was, but you get the point. Now the first content creator we're going to be discussing is woman propaganda. He has over 1 million followers, and in his description he says 5'7" high value alpha male, debunking the internet's most viral feminist propaganda. So as we can see, he started off basically being misogynistic, but that wasn't really getting him enough attention. So I'm going to let him explain how he mainly garnered most of his fan base.
I went viral saying a few times.
Do you think with the A should be controversial to say?
No. I don't think you should really get in trouble for saying any word, but the A for sure. Black people say it all the time with the A, and it's fine, so I think it's a totally different vibe. I haven't said it on camera with the hard R. I'll probably do it eventually.
The obsession with black people has to be studied. Now, as far as I'm saying the N-word, bro, it's 2025. I just don't care anymore. But the thing about it is, 13-year-old Connor who lives in Idaho thinks it's so funny. And let me tell you something about Connor. He's never had an interaction with a black person. And the only type of reference that he has to black people is what he sees online. So when Connor comes across this white man saying the N-word, it's so funny to him. And you know what? He's going to tell his friends and he's going to drop a follow. And that's the thing about these dudes. Their fan base is mainly young kids or other incel white dudes.
I don't know about you, but I would not want to go on a cruise that looked like this.
Probably smells like cocoa butter, fried chicken. There's probably some watermelon somewhere.
Probably smells like weed.
Definitely smells like weed.
Everybody's walking around with a Bluetooth speaker.
And notice how all the fat women, all the black women are fat.
Yeah.
Notice that?
No shame.
No shame at all. The average black woman's 187 pounds in America.
And they want reparations. You need to lose weight. You need less.
They need less.
Eat less. If we're giving you food stamps, it's got to be spent on like white rice or something.
And vegetables.
And vegetables.
But they don't do that or go to the gym. Black women don't go to the gym either.
Yeah, if you want a break from black people, just go to the gym.
Yeah.
What was wrong about the cruise video? Look, like truly, what was wrong? They're on a cruise. They're on vacation. People were non-stop 24/7. So when they want to enjoy themselves, let them enjoy themselves. And that's the thing about it. Whenever non-black people see black people having fun, it bothers them. And I will always say this, if it isn't the white people's way of doing things, it's automatically deemed bad. And Myron, bro, you're just a disgrace, dog. Nothing that you say will make you a white man. And if they ever make the country how they really want it, you won't be a part of it.
What's your go-to type of guy? What are you looking for?
Hopefully black. Very muscly, like above 6 foot, very dark skin.
Girls are some like BBC lovers, right?
I guess you can say, I guess.
All the dudes are ugly, and then she says she's into black dudes. Black dudes are the ugliest dudes.
So that explains it all. That's why he's racist. He had his girl taken by a black man. And let me say this, all my black brothers, I do not advise playing in the snow. White tears are real. And what I've noticed is that a lot of these racist white men, they hate seeing a white woman with a black man. And they all have this sentiment of the white population is getting replaced. Like, bro, make up y'all mind. Are y'all the superior race or are y'all the victim? Like, which is it, bro?
If you're a grown man, a girl turning 18 should not be attractive to you.
Depends on what state you live in. I live in South Carolina. The age of consent here is 16. So I can be attracted to a 16-year-old if I want. And I am. And I'm going to marry a 16-year-old. I have a deal worked out with a guy. He has a daughter who's 14 right now. And when she turns 16, I'm going to marry... We're business partners. I have a whole thing worked out with him. But basically, I'm going to marry his daughter when she turns 16. I'm friends with her now. We text. I send her memes and stuff.
Yeah, y'all think he's joking. Check his computer. The racist to child PDF pipeline is real. If you didn't know already, white men make up 29% of the U.S. population, but are accounted for over 77% of the people caught with child. You know what? Now that's it for this clown. We're going to move on from him. The next content.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 35, verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord, Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Sith thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Shalom. Giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rahahakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, pushing this doctrine of truth to the elect of the nation of Israel, who were scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, pursuant to the curses of Deuteronomy chapter 28. All right. I came across this video earlier today, and I thought I'd do a quick response to it. I think I had seen this video before with this clown, this devil, this Edomite, making a mockery of our time in bondage under these Edomites. And you heard what he said. You heard what he said. And it's ironic because this is about to happen to them. He just doesn't know it yet. Okay? So you keep that same energy in the kingdom of heaven. All right? And, you know, just watching this video, it just goes to show you just how much these people hate us. I mean, there's a borderline obsession with the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, but in particular, the Southern Kingdom, so-called Negroes. These people can't sleep unless they are talking about the Israelite man. Now, you see what he's wearing here. And I'm starting to really understand what it is about these devils that makes them hate the Israelite man so much. Now, you read what his shirt says, 5'7", so he has a Napoleon complex, high value alpha man. I mean, is this cat joking? Because there is nothing alpha about his little puny ass. There's not 1 ounce of masculinity in this cat. Not 1 ounce of masculinity. Okay? And this is what makes them, this is what gives them that inferiority complex when they compare themselves to the Israelite man. Okay, now you look at this cat, right? Look at him. And fast forward up to the 4-minute mark here. Now look at this brother here. Now, who's more alpha? Now, except for this man bun. I mean, that shit. I don't understand Jake. Why they want to walk around looking like a damn female. Okay, in terms of the hair. You know, if it ain't them long ass dreads, they want to wear their hair in a man bun. I mean, that's super feminine. But compared to this Edomite here, I mean, this dude exudes masculinity, right? I mean, and this is a good example of the Israelite man. And this is why, you know, a lot of those Edomites Edomite females that were interviewed, you know, describe this brother right here, okay, or the black man, so-called black man. I hate using that damn word. We're not black. His clothes are black. His skin is dark brown. But at any rate, you look at him.
The age of consent here is...
You look how muscular he is, all right? And you can tell that this cat is very masculine, except for the damn hair. I mean, it's kind of hard to call it brother masculine when he's wearing his hair like a goddamn female. I mean, it's absurd. But at any rate, just comparing the two, and this is what makes these people inferior. Okay, this is why these Edomites feel so inferior to the Israelite man, because they know they don't measure up to the Israelite man when it comes to masculinity. All right, and the vast majority of women on this earth feel the same way. I mean, if I got a dime for every time I heard a non-Israelite woman describe what they like about the Israelite man, this dominance, its masculinity. All right? And you don't see that a lot with these Edomites. They're just not masculine at all. Okay? The Israelite man is bigger, stronger, faster, obviously more powerful. You know, if it wasn't for the guns, all right, the sword that they were given the blessing of, then they couldn't have taken over the world. There's no way. So the Heavenly Father had to give them that blessing because these men are not very masculine at all. Okay? Now, I'm not saying you don't have any masculine Edomite men, but by and large, you know, the vast majority of them are like this little prick right here. Okay? So let's go back to Ezekiel chapter 35. Because they do have a perpetual hatred for Jake, and that's part of the reason. Now, granted, this is the way they were created, but you look at their characteristics and you see exactly why they hate us. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, and the time that their iniquity had an end. Okay, and they did a lot of bloodshedding of the Israelite man, woman, and child, especially during the time of slavery. Okay, they're going to have to pay for that. All right, in the time that their iniquity had an end, therefore, as I live, saith the Lord, Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Sith thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Okay, and this is why these devils during slavery would chop off the rods of the Israelite man. And if they weren't saving it as a souvenir, they were putting it in the Israelite man's mouth to further degrade the Israelite man. Okay, and it's jealousy. It's jealousy. It's an inferiority complex. Okay? And they pretty much proved that back during, the slavery era. And today is no different. It's the same. Okay? I mean, who's got time to make videos about a nation of people that they absolutely despise and hate? Okay, you don't see us making videos about these demons. Now, we have every reason in the world to do so, but we just don't. Other than making videos about, edifying videos about, who these people are, revealing them as the Edomites, the wicked, the man of sin, the son of perdition, and telling them what their judgment is going to be when the Messiah returns. We don't talk about these people. We couldn't care less about them. Okay? No Israelites are sitting around making videos about Edomites. Okay? Of course, you got comedians, that talk shit and may ridicule these Edomites. All right? I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about, this cat, you can tell, he just exudes hatred for Jake. All right? The Captain Kirk, the cat that was just executed, he was the same way. He wasn't very masculine. He wasn't very macho, right? The Christian pastors, Brian Suave, he's not very masculine. They try to grow the facial hair to look a little masculine, but there's nothing masculine about these Edomites, all right? And this is why a lot of these women are not turned on by these devils. Okay, their own women, a lot of them have their eye on Jake because this is the epitome of masculinity. Again, minus the hair. Damn, man, it just makes it hard to call the brother masculine when he's walking around with this damn man bun. I hate this shit. At any rate, let's get some more scriptures. Let's go to the book of Amos, chapter 1, verse 11. Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually. So this is that perpetual hatred that's talked about in the scriptures, right? And he kept his wrath forever. And they're going to keep their wrath until they are eliminated off the face of this earth. Okay? Because they are, in fact, the wicked. And they're angry about having lost that birthright. Because that means they're not entitled to everlasting life. That means they're not entitled to join the Israelites hand in hand in the kingdom of heaven. No, they're going to be our servants. They're going to be our slaves. They're going to build the kingdom of heaven. Okay, just like he made this little video making fun of us, ridiculing us for having gone into slavery, and had, the fact that we had to pick cotton. Well, guess what? You're going to be our vine dressers. Okay, you're going to be tending to our livestock. All right, you're going to build the kingdom of heaven. All right, under a rod of iron. Okay, so the Edomites, as proud as they are, they don't understand that this is exactly what's going to happen to them. This is going to be their lot in the kingdom of heaven. The scripture says, give them double, right? So it's going to be twice as hard for them as it was us in the kingdom of heaven. Just imagine Israelites being created or made with the new bodies, superpowers, being able to read minds, and being able to torment these people to the highest degree, right? Because we're going to know how to maximize their suffering, right? Because we're going to have our brains are going to be bigger, all right, able to process more information, all right? We're going to know all things. So we are going to know how to maximize the suffering of each and every one of these Edomites. All right, and that's a beautiful thing. And I can't wait. I'm so looking forward to the kingdom of heaven, because these people need to be humble. The arrogance of these devils is at an all-time high. And with the return of Yahushua, he's going to put them back in check. Okay, he's going to humble these devils. All right, let's go to the book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz, United States, Babylon the Great, spiritual Egypt. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken, and shalt make thyself naked. Okay, they're going to be drunken with the cup, that cup of recompense, right? They're going to have to drink of it just like we did. They are going to have to drink of that cup of slavery, okay? The kingdom of heaven, they're going to get double. So they'll most likely serve 1,000 years in the kingdom of heaven. And it's going to be hard, hard, hard labor. Again, we're going to maximize their suffering. They're going to wish that they were unalived. Okay, it's going to be so brutal and so intense. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. Okay, our punishment's almost over. All right, those curses are going to be rescinded soon. The Heavenly Father is going to flip the script, put those curses on our enemies. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity. O daughter of Edom, he will discover thy sins. Okay? So you devils are going to have to pay for all your wickedness, all your shit talking, all your mockery, okay, all your ridicule. High value alpha man. Yeah, this cat doesn't have 1 ounce of bass in his voice. All right, he's scrawny and just not very masculine. No real woman would find this clown appealing. Okay? Let's go to the book of Obadiah. We're going to the book of Obadiah, and the subtitle reads, Edom will be humbled. You devils are going to be humbled. Let's jump down to verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. In the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day of that the strangers carried away captive his forces, and foreigners entered into his gates, and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou wast as one of them. But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother in the day that he became a stranger. Neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction. Neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. And they're still speaking proudly. All right? They're speaking proudly, haughtily against the children of Israel. You heard that, devil. Let's jump down to verse 15. Okay? Because this is an end time prophecy as well. The day of the Lord and the future. For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. Let's take a look at this devil. Okay? As thou hast done, it shall be done to thee. Okay? So they had us in the field picking cotton. Right? Well, guess what? They're going to be in the field. They'll be picking cotton and everything else we tell them to pick. Okay? They're going to be our slaves. A lot of you Israelites feel uncomfortable with that idea. And you think it's hatred for us to say exactly what their lot's going to be in the kingdom of heaven. That's not hatred at all. It's telling it like it is. This is Bible prophecy. Okay. Back to Obadiah. Verse 16. For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. Whose possessions? Edom's, the Edomites, and the heathens. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them, and devour them. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord has spoken it. All right, so after that 1,000 years of captivity, those devils are going to be eradicated off the earth. Okay, they're going to be but a memory. All right, a blip on the radar. You hear that? You fake alpha male, you beta male. Okay, no masculinity whatsoever in this clown. An average woman could probably whoop his ass. All right, I didn't want to make this too long. I just wanted to break out a few precepts and remind you Israelites that these devil's day is going to come, and it's coming soon. Okay? Pray to Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai on a daily basis. Okay? To bring Babylon the Great down. Okay? Because these devils need to be humbled. All right? Because you're seeing a lot more of these racist type videos, as this cat is saying here. He talks about in his video the rise of racist content creators. And by the way, I am not profiting off of this video monetarily. Okay, I am using this video for edification purposes. Okay, we read the Bible, we break down scriptures. All right, we talk about the antagonist of the Hebrew Israelites, which is the Edomites. Look at his reddish skin. Okay, look at it. If these aren't the Edomites, I don't know who is. All right, and you listen to the vitriol coming out his mouth. That perpetual hatred's there. So these are the Edomites. These are the wicked. All right. At any rate, that's pretty much it. I hope this was edifying, Lord's will. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Shalom.